Howdy walking buddies, Professor B here. Tomorrow is go time. It's the day you start walking for fitness for this class. I have a couple points I want to make as you get started. Number one is go slowly and gradually. Pace, not race. So don't worry about going as fast as you can. Go at a pace that feels comfortable for you. Your goal this term is to be consistent for the next 8 weeks. So pace, not race. The second thing is, oftentimes when people start walking for fitness, they get a little bit of pain in the front of their legs or on their shins. So I want to show you a stretch that I like to do called toe drags. You can do this at the end of your walk outside, or if you're indoors, you can take your shoes off and do this on the carpet. Place your foot behind you. You can hold on to something to stabilize yourself and slowly drag your foot forward. You want to flex your foot so that this muscle is elongated and you're stretching it out. I would probably do about 10 to 20 on each side, pushing your toe sort of into the ground so it feels a stretch through there. So do some toe drags if you find that your shins are a little bit sore. If they're super sore, like to the touch, you might want to do RICE, rest, ice, compression, elevation, and put a cold compress on there, and maybe even take an anti-inflammatory medication to make sure that the swelling stays down and doesn't cause pain. All right, go time. You've got this. Happy walking.